Welcome to Sea Monkey Broadcasting News. In this episode, we travelled Myanmar via planes, trains, horse carts and motorbikes. I got it right. Our trip to Myanmar began in the country's capital city of Yangon.
The city of Yangon had many markets.
Stop. Wait a minute. Did you see that? What is the stuff on this local woman's face?
First they get the wood from the thanaka tree, then they grind it up with a small amount of water on a little stone slab called kayak payan. Mostly women wear this thanaka paste on the cheeks and nose. It is used to protect their skin from the sun and mosquitoes. Kind of like sunscreen and mosquito repellent.
In the city, we visited the oh-so-shiny Shwedagon Pagoda.
เลี้ยวขวาลงเลยนะครับ1 2แล้ว
To make up for my terrible idea of sneaking into the temple, I was forced into sweeping up the floors. They were very dusty, but in the end, I felt good.
Not really.
I'm going for it.
This train took us in a loop track all the way around Yangon. Well, on a loop track, not in. That's weird.
To pass the time on the very long train ride, we decided to play card games. I had a broken arm at the time.
The trek took us through farmlands, grasslands, city lands, village lands,
And all kinds of lands.
and often in places like this there'll be green, fresh, leafy things everywhere, and fruits and vegetables and people. There was really a lot of plastic in Myanmar. Another thing we did was we did a 17-kilometer bike trip. Stopping at one of the many places was the snake temple, full of all the adorable fat snakes. They were really spoiled.
They were really rich as well.
They laze around all day. They get fed milk and people just love them. I mean, look at that one. He's so pathetic. He actually does that all day, every day. Look at him.
Patheticness level, 1 billion times 6,000.
That's very specific. Look at him. He's so adorable.
No, that's super cute. Look at them.
They're all so fat. Fat snake death from above. No! We rode the countryside for hours and hours.
Super cute. Look at him.
It even rained, but it was fun and we survived.
We will survive. We will survive. Oh, yeah.
To get back to the city, we needed to take a boat across the river.
Not a I did. You want to come and
Are you enjoying your nap eating, Indy?
You can't handle the nap. Eating.
As long as it wasn't on the big roads, Indy and I could ride the electric motorbikes.
Ah! You could have killed my brother.
Good. Wait, no.
One temple's starting to get sun on it now.
It was really, really, really fun.
Indy was the Terminator of Myanmar.
I will hunt down Sarah Steen. Sorry, I meant Sarah Connor.
Can't ride at the moment because I think it might be too hard to get right up.
Yeah, I'm ready to stop.
You're looking?
Here is the view from one of those temples, exactly like the ones you see here. In ancient times, it was a whole city full of temples and Myanmarians.
Don't you mean just Myanmar's?
Yes.
Pretty impressive, eh?
This deserves for a temple. Let's go. And here we see the wild Indy coming out of its cave.
Races the whole way around it to hold it together.
Well, at least they care about it.
Whoa, how'd you get up there?
That is also a mystery. I wonder what it is. When Dr. Seuss said, I want my hairstyles to be like real life, this was not what he meant. Yep, just like Dr. Seuss.
Another stop was the Lackaway Workshop, where we got to play with free strips of bamboo. Yay!
So he put at the another area at the end and find it one by one. Billy what him how to do find the bamboo.
This man, who probably had plenty of sore fingers and bamboo splinters by the end of the day, had to peel off strips of bamboo and coil them into the shapes of bowls or plates or cups or whatever.
So we can
And here he is, the man himself, coiling. Wow, look at that.
Oh, Daddy's making it go up.
They only use bamboo for the base of their creations.
so we get the bamboo frame. We don't use glue, only made with bamboo. So for the round icon, small side to bigger side, we made all the bamboo.
Thank you for watching our video, and make sure you watch part 2 of the Myanmar trip because it was so long. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.